What
Great
award do you want to
timing.
go to next?
Well, let's do 6-man.
Okay.
All right.
I'll start us off. I got DeAndre Hunter winning this award this year. He was one of the favorites last year. I think he finished fourth in the voting and really had a great year with Atlanta to start the year. And then after the trade, just really helped Cleveland propel them in the second half to win the top seed and just, all that stuff. He was great for them off the bench. He'll probably start some games in the beginning of the year this year because Garland and Strus are out, but hopefully, as Miles I know Miles likes him better off the bench, being a kickstart guy as a scorer off the bench. So hopefully we can get him back in that role, even if it means starting Lonzo or Dean Wade. Like, let's get. I agree. I think hopefully Hunter gets to the bench and he wins this award this year. The second guy I got is on a new team this year, Nickeil Alexander-Walker in Atlanta. I think his increased role of being a sixth man. His highest career average was 12.8, which was in his fourth season when he got 26 minutes a game. And if he gets similar minutes with like 3 more years experience under his belt, I'd like to see what he can do because he's shot almost 40% from 3 in the last 2 years. And he's another two-way guy who really is a hound on the ball. So the third guy I got is Jared McCain. And I don't know if a second-year player's ever won sixth man of the year, but I liked what I saw in his rookie season before he got hurt. And if they can figure out the minute situation with Edgecombe and Maxey and McCain, and we'll see how he works into his role there. But if he's coming off the bench, he could be a guy in the running for this award too.
I like that.
Like it, definitely. Yeah, Joey, go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, I was thinking of picking DeAndre Hunter, but I think he might start too many games just because the whole first half of the year Strus is going to be out. I think at some point we're probably, unfortunate, because I do like him coming off the bench, I unfortunately think we're going to have to keep him at the starting. My winner is Jordan Clarkson, though. Knicks are going to be great. They're obviously going to actually use their bench, him or the other guy,
McBride.
McBride. Those two guys, honestly, either one of them are going to be probably high odds for sixth man this whole year. But I think Clarkson's the proven guy. He's probably going to get more trust from Mike Brown. So I think that's just going to how it's going to go. I also have my second runner-up is Naz Reid. Obvious reasons. I think, didn't he win it last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah. He's one of the best guys to come off the bench over the last couple of years. He's phenomenal. And then I have Tari Eason for the Houston Rockets. Rockets are going to be good. They're going to need a good bench. They're probably going to rely on him a decent amount. If they play him with KD, he's obviously not going to get as much attention. It might open him up for some good looks.
Like it, like those picks. Actually, before we get to Ben and my picks for this, I did some research. So Nick was wondering if a young player has ever won sixth man of the year in their first or second year. I went back and looked. There's one player in history that won sixth man of the year in their rookie season. So shout out to the Hoop Collective. Let's do a little whiz of the quiz.
Ooh.
Who is
Jamal Crawford. I think he won this award like 3 times.
Not Jamal Crawford. This player was 21 years old. They were the sixth man of the year in their rookie season, and they were second in rookie of the year voting. This player averaged 15 points per game for an East team in the mid-2000s.
Ben Gordon?
Yes.
For the Chicago Bulls. Wow.
Ben Gordon. Good pull there, Joey. Yeah, so Ben Gordon won sixth man of the year as a rookie. It's kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but there we go. Let's see. I'll give my sixth man of the year awards. I have Naz Reid third. And then my top two are actually guys that have not been mentioned yet, which is very interesting. So my number one guy, it's kind of interesting. These top two players are not the normal mold for a sixth man of the year winner. Normally your sixth man of the year winner is going to be a guy that just scores the ball a whole lot. So maybe that doesn't give these two guys a chance. But two guys that can do a little bit of everything that I think are going to be really important to their team. So number one, a former starter for this team, but I think is going to come off the bench this year, Josh Hart for the Knicks. Again, preseason's preseason, and media day's media day. But from what Mike Brown has been talking about all training camp and what we saw today, they started Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson together and had Josh Hart come off the bench. And even like OG Anunoby wasn't even playing. They started Pacome Dadier, second-year player from France, who's not going to be in the rotation. So that starting a bench warmer in place of Josh Hart means that they're probably going to try to get Hart used to that role. So if he's coming off the bench and being the engine for who I think is going to be the top team in the East, I think that'll be a pretty good case for him as a Swiss Army knife player. And then my second, another Swiss Army knife type player that can do a little more scoring is Karis LeVert for the Pistons. Pistons need some scoring punch outside of Cade Cunningham. Of course, Jaden Ivey, we think he can definitely improve. But off the bench, Karis can do a lot of different things, as we saw as Cavs fans for, a few years in Cleveland. Now he's back with JB Bickerstaff, and I think he's going to continue to do so and give more scoring, because the Pistons, in my opinion, they're going to need more scoring than those Cavs teams did when he was on the team.
Yeah, I like those picks. No Chelsea fan, Josh Hart. Let's go blue.
Did you just say that Karis LeVert isn't a scorer?
Well, he at this point, he's not as big of a scorer as, like, he can do a lot of different things at this point. Like, I guess I would label him as a scorer, but that's not to say, like, he can pass the ball really well.
He's a playmaker.
Very good defender. Like, he's an all-around player. I wouldn't, like, I feel like score could put, like, just the label on him that he can't do anything else. Like a Jordan Clarkson, he's a scorer.
Yeah.
Like, he can't really, really do a whole lot else.
With how the awards handed out.
Yeah, so I don't know. Ben, who's your top three for sixth man of the year?
So, my pick is Naz Reid. Yeah, obviously, recently Naz Reid has been one of the top players off the bench these past few seasons. And, I mean, I was thinking over this when trying to pick who I think would win this award. And some guys, I was thinking are going to move up to be like starters and stuff. And it was just like tough to pick someone else over Naz Reid. So, yeah, Naz Reid for me at 1. And then at 2, I have Ty Jerome.
Nice.
Don't forget about how good he was off the bench last year for the Cavs. And I think the Grizzlies coach that they have now can run some good offensive systems that, when Ty Jerome comes into the game off the bench for Memphis, can make him go freely, and he'll just find a way to put up a nice amount of points here the regular season again off the bench. And at number 3, I got Terrence Shannon Jr.
Let's go, baby.
I love it. I love it.
I think the Timberwolves will have a pretty good, top few guys, as you guys can see here, coming off their bench. Yeah, Terrence Shannon Jr. has shown some great flashes to me. I think he's going to show off some great athleticism this year for the Timberwolves, provide great energy off their bench again, plays pretty good defense. They'll be a tough guy to score on, and I think, his offensive game is what needs to miss work, but I think he'll start scoring some more this year, even though I don't think he'll be great scoring, but I still just think he'll be really impactful